Good morning, everybody, and welcome. It's the Front Porch. WBOK 1230 AM. What New Orleans is talking about.
All day long.
Your host, Graylin Brian Banks.
And I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree. Good morning.
But an iron on the other side of the glass, y'all. Bringing it to you right here on this 15th day of January. Month half over, 2025. Bad Churn Wednesday. Thank y'all for being with us right here as we begin today's episode of the Front Porch, coming to you from the historic campus of Xavier University, from our studios right here at the foot of the overpass on South Norman C. Francis Parkway. So you know we home. www.wbok1230.com is the address. If you want to stop on by, grab yourself a comfortable chair, a mug, a tumbler of your favorite Frosty or steaming adult beverage. Mind your manners. Say good morning. Holler at your people. Kick it with us for the next 3 hours as we continue to chop up this world with the New Orleans edged blade. And, of course, the top-ranking way we love to hear from each and every one of y'all is the WBOK 1230 AM talk line. 504-582-9422 is the number. Holler at your people. Let us know what's going on with you on this Bad Churn Wednesday. What's going on, Kimba?
It is Founders Day.
Happy Founders Day to you.
For the ladies of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated.
There you go.
I got a text from Dean Bird at like 6 o'clock in the morning wishing me a happy Founders Day.
How long had she been up?
I don't know, but if you attended Xavier University, you know who Dean Bird is. Right. A long-standing member of the faculty who is now retired. But
retired, nothing else to do.
It's high cotton to get a text of Happy Founders Day from the Dean Bird, because nobody even calls him by his first name, and I've known him since I was a teenager because that's one of my high school best friends. That's her cousin. So, but he has been called Dean Bird, even though I know his first name. But yes, and Happy Founders Day to Cam, our West Coast connection, and also Happy Founders Day to Keedy.
Oh, Keedy.
If you are familiar with our Front Porch listener, Wali, his wife, is also my soror. So any of the ladies of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated who are listening, Happy Founders Day, ladies. 117.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, Jared Jackson. Hey, good morning. Yes.
Happy Founders Day.
It is that everybody comes to the front of the church moment in January, because it's a lot of fraternities and sororities. Yes. His name is Joseph Bird. Good morning, Sterling Fleury. Hey, how you doing? I'm calling you your name and not Sean's husband. My goodness gracious. But yeah, it is also the day that we are going to the Pelicans game. As a unit, the WBOK staff and folks. That'll be a fun thing. But yeah, this is the month of Delta Sigma Theta. Their Founders Day was on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Kappa Alpha Psi was on January 5th, and then I think the 14th, was it yesterday? Zeta Phi Beta. I want to say Phi Beta Sigma is at some point this month. And yes, happy birthday to Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Today is his birthday.
Actual birthday.
Yes, today
Rest
is
in
his
power, Dr. King.
Birthday. But yeah, this is the Zeta's tomorrow. Okay, thank you. This is the month of, all the babies in January comes to the front of the church. So we can all sing happy birthday to you right now. Yeah. This is the month that many of the members of the D9 celebrate their Founders Day.
It's a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm.
So happy, joy.
Yeah.
To all those involved.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And thanks, Dr. King. We still trying, though.
Man,
listen. I know.
We are still trying.
I'm moving to Canada.
My goodness gracious. We are still trying.
You
and
remember that
still
line?
fighting the same thing.
Remember that line from the Boondocks?
Mm.
You ever saw the Boondocks when Dr. King came back?
I remember that he was very disappointed.
Ooh,
He was
and that was
very
his last
disappointed.
line.
He was
I'm moving to
very
Canada.
annoyed with
Oh,
the
yes, he
the
was.
2 steps forward, the 5 steps back, the 2 steps
Ooh,
forward, the
baby.
10 steps back. He was pretty aggravated with
Yeah, he
the
was.
whole
Great
situation.
episode from Aaron Magruder
Hmm.
and
I have to go and look
and the
at it.
team on the Boondocks. A great episode. The Return of the King
Hmm.
is the name of
It's streaming on
the
Max and on
yeah.
Hulu, so you definitely can find it.
You can find the Boondocks and watch. And I think today would be a very apropos day
Hmm.
to watch that particular episode of the Boondocks, The Return of the King, on Dr. King's actual birthday.
Yeah.
Because it was an insight that I still respect to this day.
Hmm.
a great, a
Hmm.
great piece of animation, very timely and so accurate. So accurate. Yeah.
Yeah, it
So
was still
Return of the King.
still trying to achieve the dream.
That's right. My man has retired, man, and that was a real Aaron Magruder, the creator
Uh-huh.
of
The Boondocks. Yes.
man. He pulled the Chappelle, man. The dude was, I mean, y'all know the Boondocks was at the top. Huey and Riley and Mr.
Mhm.
Freeman, and of course the late great comedian who voiced Pops,
Mhm.
who was John Witherspoon.
Yes.
And John Witherspoon has passed on, but when Aaron Magruder walked away from the Boondocks, he was at the peak.
He was.
Big old check, 8 figures, mid eight, money,
Mhm.
money. And my man was like, you know what?
I'ma head out.
Yeah, I'm good.
Mhm.
I'm good. Respect, man.
I'ma head out.
Respect,
Y'all do
because
what you do over here.
and it's because I guess as a cartoonist, as an artist, you don't know if that level of success was ever your goal.
Mhm.
See what I'm saying? If your goal was just to get out what you were getting out and make a few people happy and draw your cartoon and get your voice heard, but then all of a sudden it catches.
Yeah. And it did.
Oh,
Like
did it catch?
wildfire. I used to read it in the paper before it became animated, and the
Mhm.
messaging was very,
Oh, it was black.
yeah, but it was very clear in
Very
like if you
clear.
were concerned or you didn't have an idea of which side of the fence he stood on, he definitely proved that. But also, he's not the only cartoonist who has made those presentations in those stances, because Schultz had the same kind of pushback and issue as he,
Oh, Peanuts?
yes,
Oh, yeah.
as
Much
he
respect.
was portraying what he saw. And, well, I tell you, these red states every time will march you backwards and, make you fight just for representation, which is a problem. But that's gonna always be the conversation. That's always gonna be the conversation. But yes,
But
Aaron
Charles
McGruder.
Schultz was, don't read it. Don't and see that's why I say cartoonist. This is my mind. This is what I do. I'm an artist.
Mm-hmm.
Now some people might not think so, but I think so.
Yeah.
Because it is an expression of a voice that is yours.
Mm-hmm.
And you find a way to do that through animation. Some people do music, whatever, poetry. But yeah, man. And you not gonna tell me how the people who were created in my mind should act.
Right.
And that's just not gonna happen.
Correct.
So yeah, respect to Charles Schultz and
Aaron Magruder,
Aaron
for
Magruder.
sure.
No question, because he's still out, man. He's still doing this thing. I just think he has taken his paper and vanished from the face.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
And his influence is everlasting.
oh yeah, you can still find. Where is he now? I'm gonna find out because we're gonna have to take this because now I'm curious.
Okay.
But I will give you guys an update on
Where is he now?
where is he now
Aaron
and
Magruder.
what happened to him and what he was doing. That's the cat right there. He kind of looked like John Legend. Okay. 50 years old, born in 74 in May.
Okay.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
the Boondocks. So we're going to find out, man. I'll let y'all know in a minute. But we got to take this break. Y'all, you tuned into the Front Porch. WBOK 1230 AM, what New Orleans is talking about.
All day long.
Stick and stay. Y'all don't go nowhere. We're going to see you on the other side of the break.
Norman Robinson is back.
Can you hear me now?
And he's taking no prisoners.
Can you hear me now?
Each weekday, Norman Robinson brings you commentary with Off the Top.
The incident was shocking, disturbing, disgusting, disappointing, and sad.
Each weekday, Off the Top with Norman Robinson is heard exclusively right here.
It's Off the Top with Norman Robinson on WBOK 1230 AM.
Good morning and happy Wednesday. I'm Morgan Lentis with WDSU News, and here's a look at today's headlines. Happening now, crews are clearing out homeless encampments near downtown and specifically the Superdome. It's all in an effort ahead of Super Bowl 59. Governor Jeff Landry has said the state needs to secure sensitive areas ahead of big events like the Super Bowl and Mardi Gras. We're told the unhoused will be moved to a temporary housing facility in Gentilly. Exact details on a long-term plan have not been released yet. Then the FBI releasing new information about the Bourbon Street terror attack, saying a total of 136 victims have been identified. The impacts range from those 14 fatalities to damage at 2 businesses. We have also learned the suspect became a devout Muslim in 2022, and investigators say he was radicalized 2 years later in the spring of 2024. It's unclear what radicalized him, but the FBI says he did isolate himself from society. And today, the state of Louisiana honors Nicole Perez, one of the 14 killed in the New Year's Day terror attack. Perez was 27 years old and the mother of a 4-year-old son. She lived in Metairie and was just promoted to manager at Kimmy's Deli. Her coworkers say she was diligent and a hard worker. Perez was laid to rest on Saturday. And that's a look at today's headlines. I'm Morgan Lentis with WDSU News. Have a great day.
Are you passionate about community safety and police accountability? Tune in to The Monitor's Mic, where we talk about oversight, policing, and you. Hosted by the Office of Independent Police Monitor, we're here to shine a light on policing issues that matter. From real-time policing updates to in-depth interviews. Get the facts and stay informed. We're breaking down complex issues, highlighting community voices, and holding people behind the badge accountable. Join us for an informative hour every Friday at noon on WBOK. Your city, your police, your show. The Monitor's Mic.
Welcome to Chemical of the Month, a service of the community scientist and Rise St. James. This month, we're focusing on lead, a heavy metal that's dense, soft, and poses serious health risks. In Cancer Alley, lead exposure from industrial emissions or contaminated soil can significantly increase cancer risks and other health problems. Stay informed and protect your health. For more information, visit risestjames.org.
Hi, I'm Dr. Tony Flowers, Chief Diversity and Social Responsibility Officer at LCMC Health, and I want to bring you 5 tips to know for a great medical appointment. Number 1, know your questions. Make a short list of your most important questions and bring that with you to your appointment. Number 2, know what's being said. Ask your provider to speak in plain language, not those big long terms. Number 3, know the wellness plan. Ask your provider to explain the plan for your care in 3 simple steps. Number 4, know why the plan is important. Ask your provider to explain what will happen if you forget to follow the plan. And number 5, know your medications. Ask these questions to understand your medication. Why am I taking this? How will it help my condition? What time should I take it? What will happen if I miss a dose? We want you to build a great partnership with your providers and be in the know about your health. This is brought to you through a partnership of LCMC Health and the New Orleans Health Department. Be in the know.
making a difference in the community. WBOK 1230 AM. You're on the front porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Welcome back, y'all. Front Porch, WBOK 1230 AM. What New Orleans is talking about.
All day long.
I'm your host, Graylin Brian Banks.
And I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree. Good morning, y'all.
Brother Justin's on the other side of the glass, y'all. Bringing it to you right here. Bad Cheering Wednesday. Thank you for joining the show. It's always good. Aaron McGruder is alive and well and living in L.A. There you go. They had something 2 years ago trying to do a deal with Netflix. Nothing's happened with it yet, but that's not unusual. It sometimes takes time. But he all right, y'all. You know, no bad stuff about him. Name ain't been
dragged.
Brother just got his head
just
down.
something negative.
There you go.
He just doing what he does.
There you go.
Yes.
I love it.
Wiley said, better clear the floor. About to be a sea of pink and green. Listen, when Set It Off comes on, just like Flashlight or what is this? Atomic Dog and what is it? What is the song? It's an Earth, Wind and Fire song that comes on with the Alphas. Like when you hear those songs, just move. Don't make it an argument. Don't make it a big thing. I pay my money to get hey, just move. Just move out the way. We start off polite, but then we get a little more forceful as we go along. So just remove yourself, just step around, move.
Yes,
and
indeed.
being what's the word that I want to use? People who just want to be combative and humbuggers just cause. I mean, again, we start off polite and it doesn't remain that way. So just step aside. Well, there was a conversation or like a video that was posted for some college kids that were strolling. And I think it may have been the Deltas who were strolling at and Cam said, and don't try to join in. It is not your song.
Uh-oh.
It's not your song. Please don't join in the line. But somebody was breaking the line, like trying to walk through the line, and they hemmed her up pretty quickly. And it sparked some debate.
It was a lady?
Yeah. And it sparked some debate.
And what was she trying to? She was actually, what was
she
she trying
was
to
walking through the line of a sorority that was strolling.
Okay.
And they quickly removed her out of the pathway. And she looked like she had been drinking a bit but also, we in a club. Why y'all doing that? That's what college campuses. If it's a college club, you're gonna see that. And I know some people are unaware, and that's fine. But just in general, you shouldn't walk through a band or break that unit. And if you see a group of people moving together, don't get involved in that. Move.
Yeah, that's not.
It's not
smart to break a band line. I know that especially in. Don't do that.
Don't do that during carnival season. I have personally put people on their back during Mardi Gras season when I was coaching because I have walked with, kids. And I know middle school bodies, especially young girls or girls in middle school. That's that the bodies are starting to look more adult, but the face is still baby, and so is the mind. Where people, whether they're inebriated or not, want to get close to the kids. And like I said, I myself have put people on their back for trying to walk in the lines. But don't do that. Don't do that during carnival. And if you see people that are dancing in a unit, don't do that. That's weird. I don't know what the motivation is for that, but don't do that.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's your public service message for the day.
Wiley said
Stay
she got
away.
hemmed up quick. She did. They quickly removed her from that area.
Well, there you go. There you go. It's a beautiful thing. So y'all celebrate, have fun. Try not to hem nobody up if you can. But, I understand these things happen.
They do.
Life be life.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all keep on keeping on.
And people just goofy.
Well, this is true. This is true. Speaking of goofy, you know what I think? I ran up on this show that I think is going to portend what America's going to be like in the next few years.
Uh-oh. And what show might that be?
Beast Games.
Beast Games?
Beast Games. Prime.
That sounds ominous.
Prize is $5 million in cash.
Okay.
You could also win a private island worth $1.8 million. You can win a Lamborghini. They've given away $250,000 in cash, $20,000 in cash, and it started off with 1,000 people. It's on Prime, but the Beastmaster, Mr. Beast, or whoever he is, whoever the guy is.
I thought that
running
guy
it.
was in jail.
I don't know. I just got into it, so there may be some backstory to it. I don't know. When I saw it though, because first off, when he introduced himself and his friends, it's this guy and four of the white guys, right? A one kind of Caucasian-looking Indian guy, whatever. But for all intents and purposes, it's four white dudes. Right? 5 with Mr. Beast.
Okay.
And there are 1,000 people that start off. 1,000 individuals from all walks of life, this, that, and other, right? And of course, there's contests. And there was the first thing that started when it first started, they put up $100,000 and they said they put up $1 million and they said if you quit now before the game starts and come up here and tap this thing, then you get this $1 million.
Okay.
If you quit. Now the $5 million prize, the island, all that stuff, but you're gonna give all that up, right? If you quit. Now, what's the hook? Well, it's $1 million, it's 1,000 people. So if it's one person that hit the thing, you get $1 million. 2 people get $500,000. Blah,
So
blah,
it
blah.
divides.
It divides. So at the end of that, enough people came down to say they got like $19,000 each just for showing up, right? Okay, you get $19,000, you're out the game,
Right.
So now they got 600 and some more people, or 800 and some more people left, and now there are bribes that come in. You have to do certain things, or you get dropped. Oh, when I tell you, it is. I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of it because people are already cutting throats. And it's all for the entertainment. It's all for money.
Of course.
They bring out these big piles, huge pile, silver briefcases like James Bond. That's what I always say. I know I made it if somebody bring me a silver briefcase full of money. So anyway, they bring out these briefcases and it's all cash based, and people are forming teams and forming alliances and screwing people. This one dude was like, you had this line and you're like, listen, all we got to do is stick together. All we got to do is stick together. If we stick together, they were all in the line. One person makes this, because if one person take the bribe, the whole line is eliminated.
Oh.
See, it's cutthroat. It's cutthroat. So it's like, listen, talk to everybody, and people are going to give you 50,000, 60,000. Don't move, 5 million. Don't move, 5 million. 80,000, 90,000. Just be strong. Everybody be strong. 100,000. Boop.
with people who
and
don't know,
with
it's
people
just and have their own yeah.
agenda, have their own life. He got everybody on the line hyped up, and I'm telling you, hyped. He like, yeah, that thing got the 100,000. That dude pressed the
He
button
said, "I'ma be
and
out."
screwed all of them. All of
So
them.
they're grouped.
Oh yeah, see, and you're not.
So you get a pod.
You get a group that you may not have asked to be a part of.
Mm-hmm.
You're grouped.
Mm-hmm.
Now, at some point in the game, I'm sure you'll be picking groups, but in this first beginning, it is just you. If it's squares, and if you happen to be in the line with some people that don't do it, oh, y'all go. Like the $20,000 people who got the first money, they got the money. Now the next 200 people that got dropped and get a quota. But you didn't get it because there were people on your line. Y'all couldn't come together.
There was
Y'all couldn't
dissension.
decide. Dissension in the line. Oh, man.
Yeah, no, there was some controversy with him. I've never watched it, but he had, so he's a 26-year-old YouTuber. He's the biggest, or he had become the biggest YouTuber in the world through unique videos featuring big stunts and even bigger giveaways on his channel, where he has 308 million subscribers, but he had found himself at the center of mounting criticism on social media, citing speculation that he must have known about his former collaborator Ava Chris Tyson had inappropriate messages with a minor, as well as allegations that his new Amazon Prime Video show had unsafe working conditions and that he made racist and homophobic comments in the past. So,
See, I didn't even know who the dude was. I'm glad
I've
y'all
heard
hit me.
about the conversation, but I've never watched it.
The Beast Games is now it's not surprising. 27 millionaire from YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
His name is Jimmy Donaldson.
Okay, but I
you know him as Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast. It is. I'm telling you, it reminds me. Now, somebody said Squid Games. Now, I watched it. You ever watched the Squid Games?
No.
I watched the Squid Games, and the Squid Games is this is Squid Games this is Squid Games next.
So is this more like a Hunger Games kind of thing?
No, Hunger Games actually you got killed.
Oh.
This is leading up to that.
Okay.
This Hunger Games was fiction.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually what they are passing for as reality because it's real people who are in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's real people who are in it. And because of that, that's why I say it acting. The Hunger Games was actors going to the thing, playing the movie, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
This is people who have decided for whatever reason that they were going to participate in this to try to get rich.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Participate in this thing to try to get rich.
And you think that America will soon become that?
I think what you are looking at was when you look at who's doing it, look at who's doing it. 20-something YouTube multi-millionaire who's just wants to give away money and to see what you do. Because he doesn't want to give away the money, he already got money.
Mm-hmm.
Because even in giving away money, he's making money.
Yeah, he's made $100 million from the show on Netflix.
Understand.
Yeah.
Understand. Even in giving away money, he's making money. He's giving you $5, but he's making $100.
Yeah.
You dig? So it's not about giving away the money. It's about what you do for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's about what you'll do for it. How far will you go? One dude said, I'm going to be duplicitous. I'm going to lie. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to tell people what I think they want to hear. Sorry, Mom.
Yikes.
And then he got cut. Karma, dude.
Right.
Karma.
Right.
I see the one thing about this show, because you got some rotten people, because you're going to show who you are is going to come out in this contest.
Mm-hmm.
And it's man, I tell you. I tell you. And for me, it's just like, yeah.
That's interesting.
I can see this becoming because the people who are running the world now, the White House is for sale, the Supreme Court's for sale.
Everywhere's for sale.
Everything's got a price tag on it. And so that makes people think, then so do I.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the insidious part about it. when everything becomes a commodity, then so do you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you think your worth is $5 million. See, Mr. Beast, you ain't printed enough money for my work.
There's that.
That's just me, though. That's just me. That's just me. Now, I know people out there have stories that they were telling. I'm homeless. I'm about to lose my house. My family's depending on me. See, you play on desperation.
Right.
See, you play on people who may have hit rock bottom, who may say, damn, $5 million to change my life. I'm gonna go get this money.
But what are you doing in order to engage or to acquire that? And that's where the lines you find out who has morals, who has or whose morals are for sale.
And what desperation will do to you. How far do you have to be to say, I need to give this a try? Now are you in need or you just greedy? Now, do you like a contest, or do you have a job? Do you have a family? Do you have love in your life? Do you whatever you got that keeps you whole? And this is something you just want to try? Okay. But it's not. But that's not the majority of the people. The majority of people got stories. The majority of people got need. For this. 504-582-9422. What's up, Brother Corey?
Hello,
Brother Corey. You there? Call us back, huh? So yeah, it's I don't know if everybody would have a need. Somebody would want to just go out there and do it. And I know they got daredevil. People like that just want to test themselves and whatnot. Okay, cool. Give yourself a try. It's on television. You might get famous, whatever. Okay, I'm with it. Go give it a shot.
Josh says he doesn't want to give it away. He wants to entertain other wealthy people, which is more of a gladiator kind of setup.
Everything old is new again. I was wondering how long before somebody was going to make the competition.
That's the reference,
the comparison
That's
to
like
the Lions
gladiators.
and the Christians. And this was entertainment, baby. Bread and circuses. It's not new. People, it's not new. What would you do for your freedom? Would you fight? Would you kill another man? Would you kill another woman? What would you do? Would you lie? Would you cheat? Would you steal?
In this case, it's not necessarily freedom.
No, but people see money as freedom. You see, people see money as a way out. They say, oh, if I could get all this money, I'd be all right. If I can get this money, I'm a big good.
Because often people don't think about the trade-off.
Because they know all they see is the money. And that's what you bank on. That's what Mr. Beast banks on. And that's what the world would bank on. That's why I say it's a portent of what we see. I mean, we're sitting here talking about it.
Yeah.
But just like I do, if somebody came right now and say, listen, we're going to give y'all $5 million and we need 500 people to come sign up for it. How long you think it'll take for the list is out?
Oh, what, 10 minutes?
Maybe.
10 minutes for
Maybe.
Sure. That'll be but some people are skeptics.
Oh, that would be me. 504-582-5942. Hey, Brother Corey, what's happening? Welcome back.
Hey, bro, all I say is we call that the insiders. People who have the insider scoop. Just think about it, right? I have a question for you. When you realized that Bitcoin was popular, how much was it?
Oh, I honestly, Doc, I never really followed Bitcoin. I always got a whiff of a con from it. And no, I just my hustle gene just popped up, bro. Every time I hear Bitcoin, I know people got it, and I'm not mad at them. But for your boy, it just screams con. And I'm no. If I miss out on it, I miss out on it. But my gut telling me it's a con.
Okay. Well, let me say that one of as you called him, President Trump in his thing say. He's pushing forward through the, digital currency. So please, just investigate on that. But that's not what I'm talking about.
Pushing it,
I definitely don't want it.
No, hold up. No, remember,
I am.
Remember always, you know what I'm saying? It's just not just Trump.
Oh, I
It's
know.
the whole system itself.
I know.
Okay? It just, again, you know what I'm saying? It's no more powerful than the Senate, no more powerful than Congress. You know what I'm saying? They still got to get things passed. He could do executive orders, but certain things got to go passed through the whole, constitutional, format, if you want to call it. But hey, but it's all about those people. I always say to myself, right, especially in school, right, especially brought some stuff up because, the show and everything. I always say about the insiders in school, right? Because I always said, when you was in school, did you sit in the front row or you sat in the back row or you sat in between?
In the back.
In the back, okay. See, those people, insiders, cats. Say those people. I felt like, those sitting in the front row who actually bring tape recorders and everything, tape. I love it. Say I hope I would have got on that a long time ago, right?
Right.
So you could dictate everything the professor say. So basically, you have your own little cheat sheet because sometimes when you sit in the back, you don't get everything. So it's like your dictation and stuff like that. So I want all the students to be in the front row because get the dictation, get everything what they say so you know how to operate and you know what the answer's going to be. So you don't have to, I said again, now, there's always a process to everything. I had to learn that, in school that, professor been teaching for years. So I had to learn that, it's okay to do my investigation what the past test was, what they did last year or talk to the past student. I had to learn all that. It took me like a couple of years to learn that, right?
Uh-huh.
And that's just in life itself. You got to know those tests, know those people that's doing so. I always say to myself, as my mama said, she said, while I went to Tulane, she said, I want them to get to know you. So that's why I had to go to Tulane for a purpose. I had to go, I'm not saying that I could have a choice for a lot of places, but I chose that because, my family made me choose it. So anyway, so I'm just saying to you again, to everybody, I don't fault anybody, the government or anything for a lot of stuff because they have to let you know because that's the karmatic value of the world. No matter if they put it in the movies, they put it in their TVs, or they write it in the, in the public laws, whatever they put it at is there. So if we don't do the investigation, if we don't do your due diligence and study those things in past and present and get those, accurate information so you can be authentic in what you do, all I say is, cheating is not bad, but when you be dishonest and hurt somebody in the process, now that's where it comes deprivation and deprivation of a rights. But besides that, in life, please, I always say I'd like to be alone and be by myself and I don't want to be in none of it, unless I want to choose myself into. Don't put me in anything. But they choose to put me in certain things, so now I got to do certain things. So anyway, but besides that, I love the game. I love the thought. And I always say in life, find your tribe, and your tribe going to take care of you. Peace and love, bro.
All right,
Much love to you.
Take
All
it
right,
easy,
cool.
baby.
All right.
We got to take this quick break, y'all. You're listening to the Front Porch, WBOK 1230 AM, what New Orleans is talking about.
All day long.
See y'all on the other side of the break.
This is your news update for WBOK 1230 AM from WDSU. For all your news and weather, watch WDSU News, New Orleans' leader in live, local, late-breaking news. Today at noon and 4 p.m.
We'll see a couple of spotty showers early, then mostly cloudy. Highs rise to the mid to upper 50s with a light breeze. There's another chance for spotty showers this evening, then dry. Lows will stay above the freezing mark tonight, 30s and the 40s. More sunshine for Thursday, highs in the 50s and the 60s. Next best chance for rain Friday into Saturday, then a blast of cold air next week. From the WDSU First Warning Weather Center, I'm Raven Richard.
the National World War II Museum. Located in the Warehouse District of New Orleans, the National World War II Museum tells the story of America's experience in the war that changed the world, why it was fought, how it was won, and what it means today. Visit them online at www.nationalww2museum.org for time tickets and safety information.
The New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation is the nonprofit organization that owns the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival presented by Shell. With the funds generated from Jazz Fest, the foundation invests in Louisiana companies through economic development, cultural enrichment, and free educational programs. To learn more about what the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation does, please visit www.jazzandheritage.org.
Visit DePaul's new Algiers Health Center at 2801 General de Gaulle Drive to receive primary and preventive care for both adults and children. Services also include behavioral health, imaging, and on-site pharmacy, vision, Medicaid enrollment assistance, and more. For appointments, visit DePaulCommunityHealthCenters.org or call 504-207-3060.
65 or older? Don't let flu, COVID, or RSV surprise you with a serious illness. Vaccines help keep your winter surprises the good kind.
Surprise!
Risk less, do more. Get started at vaccines.gov. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Welcome to Liberty Bank and Trust, where your financial journey transforms communities. Since 1972, our customized banking solutions power your dreams and fuel your community growth. Every dollar you invest with us circles back to empower more people, ensuring opportunities for generations. Join us at Liberty Bank. Together, we empower possibility. Visit libertybank.net to start banking with purpose. Liberty Bank, there's freedom here.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
back, y'all. It's the Front Porch, WBOK 1230 AM. What New Orleans is talking about.
All day long.
I'm your host, Graylin Bryant Banks.
And I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree. Good morning.
Brother Nyron on the other side of the glass, y'all. Right here on Bad Cheering Wednesday.
It is
done
that.
for you. That's right.
It is Bad Cheering Wednesday.
It is that.
Oh, boy.
Earl, say good morning, brothers and sisters who still believe in the dream.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I need some more people to be awake and activate some of what they what they dreamed of.
David, I'm telling you, but that's why I say I think the whole nation is now all about dollars. I mean, it's always been. We've always been a capitalistic society. We've always been that way. We know that money makes this world go round in this joint, but it's never been this blatant. I don't think it's never been this. Just the president got his hand out, clipping you. The Congress, the Supreme Court that showed they could be bought. They flying all over private islands in the Greek and all. Just everybody. So it's not surprising that Beast Games is this popular. Which why is I say it's not that far from Running Man, Squid Games. I mean, it's not the first time because the Running Man was the first one. Richard Dawson.
I remember that. That was
the Running Man.
That was very
close to the future.
Not just that. in a civilized world, those are things that you expect not to see, and it was gruesome.
It was gruesome, and the treadmill, the dollars. If you had heart trouble, then they would put you on a treadmill with 2 other people with heart trouble, and the one that lasted longest without having a heart attack won the money. How much are you worth? And that's it's all coming down to dollar bills. What are you worth? What are you worth? Everything and everybody's a commodity.
The unfortunate thing is a lot of people don't value themselves.
That's why they'll go for these $5 million. See, that's why they'll go for these. That's the hook.
Why. Well, that's why you had people having their vote for sale.
There you go.
People leveraging the cost of eggs that still has not come down. Matter of fact, there's been shortages of eggs happening, but you threw that away, and now regret is not going to fix the problem that you volunteered to reinforce. So people stupid.
Oh baby,
people stupid, and also again when people are leaning into the desperation of people, you can't see the forest for the trees because you're so focused on what you don't have, and you want an abundance, and after you sell it, then you realize, I don't know if it was worth it, but at least I got money. But at least I got money does not solve a lot of issues.
Listen, somebody just typed that in the comments. Bigger told you, more money, more problems. More money, more problems. And I know you're chasing it, but how many times have you seen somebody win the lotto, and then the people in their life start plotting against them, murder plot, trying to get for real? For real. This not nothing on TV. Just you want to do a quick Bing search, lottery winners murder plots.
Or that people who win the lottery, they actually end up having additional issues from stress, like stress related issues. I think they call it the curse of lottery winners or something like that.
It has been, because it's not, even if you don't change a bit, people around you will. You wonder, all of a sudden you go from the dude on the corner to the dude that just won $1 billion in the lottery, and you took the cash payout, which gives you somewhere north of $500 million, right? You in the game, baby. Now, all of a sudden, everybody you was hanging out with got a plot, got a scheme, hoping that they're going to get something. And if you say yeah, then everybody going to come. And if you say no, then you ain't, blah, blah, blah.
And if you say no, they're gonna try and figure out another way to get it from you.
And so, and I'm telling you, man, this has been wives plotting to kill husbands, husbands plotting to kill wives, siblings, children, what? All because of that money.
Root of all evil.
Love, not the money. The love of money.
Evil. Well, I think at this point, that's what people are showing.
They want it. They love it.
What they value and where they have, or what they place value in.
That's it. You can have all the money in the world. What you spending it on? What brings you joy?
You can only use so much. You can only spend so much. Brewster's Millions was the movie that kind of brought that home. You had a certain amount of time to spend a certain amount of money, and even with you spending that certain amount of money, you found out you had additional money, and if you didn't spend that, then you weren't going to get additional money. But after you got it, what were you like? What was the goal?
See, I know what's going to see. If I hit that money like that, I ain't going to go in the hide market, because I'm going to hide writing plans. So I'm opening schools, man. I'm buying property, and I'm opening schools. See, I'm radical with mine. I don't need that much. My family's straight. They got their little money. I'm going to make sure they're straight, because, charity begins at home. Take care of them. But 80% of it, man, we putting that back, man. No big man say, look, I got a school over here. Free tuition. Say, brother, I got a school over here. Free tuition. Say, bro, Kenya, I got a school over here.
Or
free tuition.
For us here in New Orleans, we've had a lot of Black Catholic schools that have closed. That's your opportunity to fund that and make sure those kids can get the resources, and the teachers are supplied with the resources that they need.
It'd be in a trust, and it'd be baby, the money would come every year. It would come every year, and we'd make sure. It's the Front Porch, y'all. WBOK 1230 AM, what New Orleans is talking about.
All day long.
See you on the other side of the break.
campus of Xavier University. WBOK 1230 AM. Go. An Equity Media Station.
This news report is brought to you by New Schools for New Orleans.
I'm Bree Wood with 4 Things You Should Know with BIN News. Senator Joni Ernst now supports Peter Hegseth's nomination as Defense Secretary after initially being a roadblock. Her switch is expected to ensure his confirmation. Hegseth aims to bring back a warrior culture to the Pentagon. South Korean officials have arrested impeached President Yoon Suk-yeol. It was the second attempt to detain Yoon, who was impeached after his botched declaration of martial law back in December. An anti-affirmative action group is suing McDonald's over a scholarship program for Hispanic and Latino students, claiming it discriminates against other races. This follows McDonald's ending some diversity, equity, and inclusion practices. And this upcoming Monday, National Park Service sites will be free to visit in celebration of Martin Luther King Jr. Day. The next fee-free day is April 19th, marking the start of National Park Week. I'm Bree Wood on the Black Information Network, your home for Black News First.
New Schools for New Orleans wants to send a special shout out to our partner, the All-State Sugar Bowl. During the holiday break, over 30 teachers have the opportunity to ride in the New Year's Eve parade, and boy, did they have a blast. In addition, we had over 60 teachers attend the All-State Sugar Bowl game. Out of the 60, 11 teachers received a $1,000 gift card to purchase needed supplies to enhance the learning experiences for their students. Thank you, All-State Sugar Bowl, for your commitment to NOLA's teachers.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Front Porch, WBOK 1230 AM. What New Orleans is talking about.
All day long.
I'm your host, Graylin Bryan Banks.
And I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree. Good morning.
That's Brother Justin, Brother Nyron on the other side of the glass. Y'all on this bad cheering Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Thank y'all for sticking with us as we roll into this second hour of today's episode of the Front Porch, continuing our broadcast from the historic campus of Xavier University. From our studios right here at the foot of the overpass on South Norman C. Francis Parkway, www.wbok1230.com is the address. Or give us a call, 504-582-9422. Hit us up on the WBOK 1230 talk line. Let your people know what's going on, which would be good to hear from you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed.
I like that, man.
Yeah, rebuilding and refortifying the places that protect and inform and prepare.
Oh yeah,
us.
That's where my lotto would go, and there's no question. 85% of it would go right there. I'd build schools, I'd fund schools, I'd pay teachers, I'd support schools that are doing good jobs. I'd make sure teachers got money. Make sure that they can get housing close to them. Bring back neighborhood schools, man. Mm-hmm. That's what the money will go for. And I know I'd get knocked off. And so, oh, no, mister, you ain't going the beach route and go buy a gold-plated Lamborghini or whatever they got?
Oh, goodness.
No, I'm not.
At the end of it all, you can only do so much with it, with the funds, and then, because life is not limitless. Mm-mm. And you can't take it with you.
Nope. So but I can invest. What
good can you do?
That's the good. Invest and see. I can only spend a little much, but if I spend enough in the right place, then I'm going to invest in kids that are going to be giving back forever. Mm-hmm. Right? The two young sisters from
St. Mary's Academy.
That's right.
Pythagorean theory.
That's right. Mm-hmm. This is the type of thing that would continue. This is the type of thing that would be funded, the type of thing that, and it's not necessarily heralded. It's not so much that I want them to get publicity, although I think they really should.
Mhm.
But that wouldn't be the focus. The focus would be to buttress the program
Yes.
that got them there so the other young sisters and brothers who come up behind them could see
Correct.
exactly how it worked, because math shouldn't be scared. You invented it.
Mm-hmm.
You invented it.
Yes. And,
It's in you.
And by you invented it, it came from the original peoples. I don't care what nobody tell you and what you have conned yourself into believing. The original people were the mathematicians and scientists from what everyone else has has repurposed for themselves and claimed for themselves. And that's another reason again for gatekeeping. Stop inviting everybody and giving everybody access. I will continue to say that.
Yeah, I understand that.
Mhm.
But yeah, man, you have that in you, dude. Don't be surprised that your math skills, even though you may not think you are, but they're in you, man. That DNA ain't going nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
That's in you. So
Mhm.
I love it. But those are the type of things that would happen with one of them big lotto wins.
Mhm.
Oh, we turn into a whole neighborhood, man. A whole neighborhood. Just invest in our people, put in there. And people say, man, but I said, no, that's what you know.
Hello?
That's what you know. I know that I told you, I've been saying it forever, I am not going to continue the conditioning. I'm not going to do that. We're not going to do that. You may. I'm not, because I trust my folks, because I know what we can do when we've been left alone. You don't want us over there? Fine.
Cool.
How about if we come over here? You going to leave us alone? No, you can't, huh?
You're still gonna
You just
aggravate us.
can't.
Because you don't stay away from our stuff. This is our stuff. Okay, cool. We go have our own stuff. Well, why y'all over here with y'all? What do y'all do? You said you don't want us with your stuff, so leave us alone.
Nope.
Leave us alone.
What y'all doing over there? Y'all plotting against us, huh? Nope. We ain't even thinking about y'all, boss.
Right. Right.
That's the whole thing in a nutshell. But that's where it would come for me. Now, I know other people would do other things. Some people might want an island. If that's your thing, go buy your island, man. I ain't mad at you. I ain't trying to tell nobody how to spend their money. If you got it, work for it, want it, however you got it, is your money.
Mm.
I'm just talking about if I was blessed enough to get it, what I would do. Because that's where your blessings come from, for me, giving back.
Mm-hmm.
And you give enough back, baby, you change everything. Everything.
Well, if you give enough, then you have more company instead of being in isolation, and unless you have to worry about people plotting on you, because people will have, in the very least, their needs met.
Oh, see, and that's you got. I ain't going out. I'm coming out. I got friends. I'm telling you, I'm not casting no big net, because the people who close to me know they're gonna be taken care of, and the other people, I'm gonna take care of you whether I know you're not, because that's just what this opportunity would be, an opportunity, right? And that would be interesting to see the pushback. Because I know it's coming. I know it would be coming, but I wouldn't even worry about it, because we got enough people that are brilliant, from educators to psychiatrists to mental health folks. And I'm telling you, this would be the school's goal to decondition. That's what it would be. It would be to learn and decondition. In the midst of everything going on, you would learn that, yes, you do come from greatness. Yes, you can trust each other. Yes, we can cooperate and work together. Yes, that would be a part and parcel of everything we do. Every day. Every day. Just like y'all trying to brainwash y'all kids, I'm going to get mine.
My goodness.
I'm going to get mine. And I'm going to brainwash them in a good way. I'm going to put them and let them know exactly what they come from. And I'm not just saying that because I'm saying that. These are world-renowned white historians who have talked about the origins of the world, who have, not the ones that you like who have been debunked. Not the ones who have been debunked by other white scientists.
Right.
And that's right. You see, just when I'm talking about the facts that y'all respect, I'm not talking about black people. I'm talking about white people, because so many black people have already done it. Ivan Van Sertima, Dr. Ben, anyway. These are the facts when I talk about this. These are y'all's experts. saying that it came from Africa.
Mm-hmm.
These are y'all's.
And it's so many of them that have said it.
It's so many. And you can try to change it if you want. You can. But it's okay. But I wouldn't even concentrate on that. I would make sure that mine knew that their potential is limitless because they invented it. It shouldn't be foreign to them because it's in them. And trust me, you've seen it. They found mathematicians. What was the four ladies at NASA?
You talking about Hidden Figures?
Hidden Figures.
Catherine. It was.
Yeah, but you know the story. But I want you to think about it. I want you to think about something.
Okay.
At the time that was happening, all the black people were in supposedly quote unquote inferior schools, getting taught by inferior teachers with inferior genes, right? How did they have the wherewithal to do that math? Because it was in them.
Yeah, that was Katherine Johnson, Dorothy Vaughan, and Mary Jackson were the three that were heavily involved in
math,
allowing for a safe landing on the moon and a return for John Glenn.
Math.
Mm-hmm.
How? When the schools according to y'all, they was inferior because their genes.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know you purposely made the schools.
You made
lesser.
the resources.
You made the resources lesser.
Mm-hmm.
You made all of that. You made society harder.
Mm-hmm.
But even in the midst of all of that, they were brilliant.
Mm-hmm. And you couldn't take it.
No, you couldn't take
it.
Just
you
like the two young ladies out
them.
at St. Mary's.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. It is in us, and that would be the school. The school would be deprogramming. The school would be. Can you imagine?
For sure.
We not let none of that come out there. And guess what? We got classes for the parents too.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't send you right back to it. Not without giving you something to fight with. Deprogramming, baby. Trusting.
There's
learning.
a very high need of that. It's a very high need of it. And again, not saying that we can't live with and among other cultures, but y'all got to stop giving out and handing out without taking care of within first.
That would be the school.
Gotta stop doing that.
First things first. We're taking care. We're teaching ours. We're getting ready for the future. We're teaching the youth. We've demand high standards. We've set high standards. We know you can get there. And we ain't taking no shots.
Mm-hmm.
And we ain't taking no shots. And we're gonna give you every.
And you don't have to go somewhere else to do better because it's too many of us that have adopted that whole idea of
trying to get some wetter water.
I gotta go to this. I gotta go to this particular place because they are the better ones because it's not us, and it's too many of us who have that Uncle Ruckus thinking, and it's. I mean, I don't know what it's gonna take for us to. Some of us are not going to be the scholars, and that's fair.
But everybody's not supposed to be a scholar because that's why I say the school would have a wraparound.
But
we would teach everything.
Just because it's us doesn't mean that we're not. And that really, we have a lot of people who have that mentality. It annoys me to my core.
Yeah, because the architects who built the pyramids, we use their hands too.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So no, we if the arts aren't your thing, maybe the building arts are your thing. Maybe you can find your artistry with hammers, nails, plaster. And if you think I'm kidding, go up next time you're in the quarter and look up at them frescoes and look up at the medallions and look up at that plaster work and that lath work that were done by generations of black hands, artisans. Oh, that's the trades. Yeah, but they do art.
Correct.
They turned it into art because that's in you. That's in you. So yeah, I'm like, boy, look, let me hit it. They can go tell them, Josh, we ain't got to do it. All we got is plans.
Right. Because even with all the resources, they keep mucking it up.
Plans, cuz we now if you were telling them about something that was ongoing, I'd be a little nervous. I'd be a little nervous. But so far, we have not gotten anything started that would be to this level for me because, again, we're always trying to go and get approval and get somebody else to say, thumbs up. Great job. I don't need your approval. I know what we need. I know what we need. And I'm just as arrogant as you to believe that I know what's better for my people than you do.
Because I am. Because I am.
There you go.
You can only speak from speculative, a place of speculation. I am. Yeah, I'm not gonna do too much on that today.
What?
Just the whole thing of needing to be validated and like.
Oh yeah, but see that's
hey,
the
look,
part
hey,
of the
look, am I doing this right? Hey, am I?
That's the part of the reprogramming. But I can't be mad. I understand because I too suffer from it. I'm not above it. I know that's why I'm trying my best to maintain my level of deprogramming and to try to share the idea of deprogramming with others. I'm not any better. I just think different. That's all. I know I've been programming. I'm fighting against it. First off, you got to admit that you are. And I know I am because I'm born and raised in America and in New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, but I'm blessed enough to have been surrounded by people that were always trying to bust out of that box and to let you know that your brain and your mind is just as good and strong as anybody else's, and that gives you what you need to continue this fight. And that's what I try to do. You can reprogram it, find out the real history. I don't care what the people tell you, but it takes commitment on your part. And if you don't want to do anything, then you're going to get what you get, and maybe you can get a position on the next season of Beast Games. Win yourself $5 million. And all
at what cost? That's what's the opportunity cost?
Yeah, that's the whole thing. How far will you go? What will you do? And who are you? Which is what this whole thing is about. It's not about the 5 million. It's about human nature. It's about watching people. Again, you got to understand there might have been a handful of Christians and a handful of lions, but the Colosseum was full.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Handful of Christians.
Indeed.
Handful of lions, but the Colosseum was full.
And the gag is that as much as people want to appear a certain way, especially when they use faith as their reasoning for supporting, moving a certain way, voting a certain way, or whatever the case is, they will know you for your works, and your works don't say what you say and who you say you are. So until we're ready to really have that conversation, call people out on that, we're going to keep chasing our tail on many, many fronts.
All right. And I'm saying, don't worry about people. Call you out. First, do you. First, do you. When you can come to me and tell me you satisfied with you, then let's talk about somebody else. When you come to me and tell me you satisfied with you, then we can talk about somebody else. Because that's the only way to precondition. The conditioning is, part of the conditioning is to look outward and never inward. Part of the condition is to say why everybody else is wrong, but you never look in the mirror. First, you got to fix you. First, you got to make sure that you actually admit that you have been conditioned, that your reaction to certain things is part of your conditioning. And once you get that, now you can start to look out. But that's a bigger problem for me. More people want to look out than look in. And like the old saying, physician, heal thyself. Right? How you going to tell a man in his backyard that his grass too high and I can't even see your windows? I can't even see the windows in your house because your grass done grown up so high, but you complaining about the neighbor next door. First, clean up your own backyard. First. And then we'll talk about the rest of the people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's the only way you can get reconditioned. I hope.
Maybe.
I hope. Because without that, I don't know. The conditioning still rises to the top and stops us from getting where we need to go because we become distracted. And that was one of the bigger things that we have amongst us, that easy ability to be distracted. Beast game.
Look, piece of candy.
There you go. A shiny object. It's the Front Porch, y'all. WBOK 1230 AM. What New Orleans is talking about.
All day long.
Don't go nowhere. Y'all stick and stay. We'll see you on the other side of the break.
Hey, this is Dave Poston. Be sure to listen to WBOK 1230 AM every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. and Sunday evening at 5 p.m., bringing you the best Southern Soul barroom music with the Southern Soul Weekend Party Mix, hosted by me, of course. I'll be playing your favorite Southern Soul music by artists from all over the South, right here on WBOK 1230 AM or online at WBOK1230.com. The station you listen to longer. Listen to longer. Listen to longer.
Good morning and happy Wednesday. I'm Morgan Lentis with WDSU News, and here's a look at today's headlines. Happening now, crews are clearing out homeless encampments near downtown and specifically the Superdome. It's all in an effort ahead of Super Bowl 59. Governor Jeff Landry has said the state needs to secure sensitive areas ahead of big events like the Super Bowl and Mardi Gras. We're told the unhoused will be moved to a temporary housing facility in Gentilly. Exact details on a long-term plan have not been released yet. Then the FBI releasing new information about the Bourbon Street terror attack, saying a total of 136 victims have been identified. The impacts range from those 14 fatalities to damage at 2 businesses. We have also learned the suspect became a devout Muslim in 2022, and investigators say he was radicalized 2 years later in the spring of 2024. It's unclear what radicalized him, but the FBI says he did isolate himself from society. And today, the state of Louisiana honors Nicole Perez, one of the 14 killed in the New Year's Day terror attack. Perez was 27 years old and the mother of a 4-year-old son. She lived in Metairie and was just promoted to manager at Kimmy's Deli. Her coworkers say she was diligent and a hard worker. Perez was laid to rest on Saturday. And that's a look at today's headlines. I'm Morgan Lentis with WDSU News. Have a great day.
WBOK and LCMC Health are proud to present Keeping You Well Cafe. 60 minutes with LCMC Health, where the doctors speak directly to the people of New Orleans. LCMC Health is committed to improving the quality of care here in New Orleans, the Gulf South, and beyond. The Keeping You Well Cafe is another way for LCMC Health to engage with the community. At the Keeping You Well Cafe, LCMC Health joins WBOK and local businesses to answer your questions about wellness and health.
Visit DePaul's new Algiers Health Center at 2801 General de Gaulle Drive to receive primary and preventive care for both adults and children. Services also include behavioral health, imaging, and on-site pharmacy, vision, Medicaid enrollment assistance, and more. For appointments, visit DePaulCommunityHealthCenters.org or call 504-207-3060.
Our military faces a crisis. Recruitment.
Making a difference in the community. WBOK 1230 AM. You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Welcome back, y'all. It's the Front Porch, WBOK 1230 AM. What New Orleans is talking about.
All day long.
I'm your host, Graylin Bryant Banks.
And I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree. Good morning.
Brother Nyron on the other side of the glass, tossing it over to you. Yo.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed. Thank you for joining us on this bad cheering Wednesday. 30 years later. 30 years later. See, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration has banned the use of red dye number 3 in food, beverages, and ingested drugs 30 years after the scientists discovered links to cancer in animals.
What was the
Red dye
catalyst
number
that
3
caused it to be banned at this point?
probably a lawsuit.
Hadn't people
Listen,
sued before?
Well, let's say a successful
Okay.
lawsuit.
Okay.
I don't know. I haven't got to that part. But red dye number 3 has been around. They're saying 30 years, but I used to read the sides of ketchup bottles and
may contain
cereal
or contains.
Yes, because I love to read. I literally read everything. Riboflavin, and sucrose, and red dye number 3, yellow dye number 4, and it was always fascinating because I always wondered what happened to red dyes number 1 and 2. I did. That was my brand. I said, why they call this number 3? I wonder what happened to 1. But that's what. Now I want you to check out how the government works. They banned it, right? So you can't use it no more because it might cause cancer, right? Manufacturers using red dye number 3 in food and ingested drugs will have until January 15, 2027.
No.
And January 18, 2028, respectively, to reformulate their products according to the FDA.
But run them batches while you got it. Don't waste that.
While you got it. While you still got it. While you know. Just listen. Don't waste the cancer stuff. Just go.
Don't waste the product. You already have it. It's already whipped up. So don't throw it away. Don't be wasteful.
Red dye number 3. So just so you know, it is everywhere. It has been in everything from peppermints to hot dogs to cereal.
Remember they took it out of M&Ms. They took the red M&Ms out of the pack, and then
remember how
then you got the blue ones, and then remember you had the light brown ones. I haven't had M&Ms in I don't know how long, so I don't know which colors are still in existence with M&Ms now, but you had the red M&Ms, and they took those away because of the
red
cancer
dye
causing
scare.
cancer causing dyes, and some people say, you know what, we're not gonna wait for the lawsuit, and some people was like, hey, nah, we gotta finish this batch off. Go ahead and sell it. We're not gonna waste no money. Your life be damned.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
It's on you. It's on you.
That is, profits over people.
Always. The time. It's American way, though.
Profits over people all the time.
Now, Coors Light is temporarily changing its name in case y'all are Coors Light drinkers. It's calling itself Monday's Light. I don't know. It wasn't
Coors translate into something else?
I don't know.
Does the word Coors go into?
They announced Wednesday that it's temporarily changing its name to Monday's Light in an attempt, and this is a quote, in an attempt to bring chill to one of the worst Mondays of the year by selling a 12-pack of beer containing the new moniker. The packaging, which replaces the word Coors for Mondays, is available at retail as a television ad promoting the package, dubbed that specific day as the worst Monday of the year since football season is over. There you go. That's the reason.
Oh.
For all football fans, when the Monday when football season is over, according to the Coors people, is the worst Monday of the year. So they are recognizing that by calling their beer for a short period of time Mondays. I guess they don't.
People have nothing of all the things. Of all the things. Of course, take a nap.
Well, let me see. Overall sales fell nearly less 2% to roughly, I really feel sorry for them. They only made $2.7 billion.
Oh.
Yeah, that's all.
Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah. They only made $2.7 billion, and now they're calling it Monday's Light, which is just strange to me for whatever reason.
Garbage.
That's right. That's a lady.
Yeah.
That's a lady in great shape.
That's a lot going on there.
A lot.
There's a lot going on. Yeah,
what do you think about because female bodybuilders are kind of I don't know. I'm not gonna say controversial, but I think you either love them or you don't.
I don't like bodybuilders in general.
Period. Male or female.
Yeah,
Okay.
it
Too
doesn't
much?
matter the gender. Yeah, not just too much. If you get close to somebody or hug somebody who works out a lot and lifts a lot, it's almost like running into your steering wheel when you hug them. There's nothing that feels good about that at all.
Hard body.
Yeah, that's so.
That was a movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I think that's what made him famous.
Was that when he was still using steroids? I don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah, bodybuilding in general for people who have that discipline. I mean, I love that they accomplish their goals, but at an attraction stand, no, thank you. I would
Yeah.
not like any of that.
I have seen some that, and yeah, I've seen several that look too much.
Mhm.
Then that's just me. That's just me. It's but that's on Instagram. There's these guys in the gym that's just like, dude,
Swollen.
you can't walk. You
Mm.
can't. You got about a 19-inch waist and an 88-inch chest, and I don't even know if it's AI or if it's.
And for other varying reasons, it's just not practical or it's not functional. So no.
If
No,
you're
thank
doing
you.
it, because I know it's some money in it. I don't know what those levels are. If you are like, do they still do the Mr. Olympia and the Mr. Olympic and
They do, yeah. There's still
well,
those.
not Olympic. That's
There's still
Mr.
still
Olympia,
those
Atlas,
type.
and World.
Yeah, they still have those
World
competitions and stuff.
bodybuilding.
Yeah, they still have them.
I know at one time I think they were more popular. I guess it still is in some circles.
It's not getting all the highlight now because there's so many different organizations that do them. So it doesn't get the hype that it once got before because it's no longer an anomaly or that new thing. So it's still out there, but it's a lot of them. It's so many different organizations that you can compete that none of them make them extra special. And then I think there was some stigma that came along with those organizations because people to get to a certain size, you definitely saw a lot of doping happening. So, yeah, no, but there's nothing really attractive about somebody who is cut to that degree. There's no cuddling with that that's or you're gonna need a pillow or some padding in between you and that person. It's not comfortable at all.
Unless it's both of y'all and y'all just bumping each other.
That still just doesn't sound like a fun thing to do at all.
Now, I just found the site to the governing body, the International Fitness and Bodybuilding Federation.
Mhm.
So they are still out and about, still holding events everywhere, internationally. So
Mhm.
yeah, I guess, man. I guess.
No, thank you.
No.
No, it's just not functional, and then there are other issues that come with that as well. So no thanks.
All right.
No,
Well,
thank
just
you.
in case you were wondering if there was still professional bodybuilding,
It's
going
available
on,
for
y'all
those
get
of
on
you
out
who
there.
are interested. I did find though there's a place like so I'm not a gym person. I will dance for fitness. I'll do cardio and some like resistance training, but anything that's gonna require or start a bulky look, I tend to stay away from those things. So I look for aerobic with toning included, but not lifting. But I mean, if that's your thing and that's what makes you happy, of course, by all means do it. That's just not an attractive look to me.
Yeah.
It's not appealing to me.
I like watching them, like them Bulgarian ladies
Mm.
in the Olympics.
Or you trying to determine whether or not they ladies or not?
Oh no, they ladies. I'm not doubting that for a minute. They just strong as the. See, I couldn't. No, man. I mean, I like you and everything. You cute, but if by some reason, for whatever, reason we can't perform, I'm
that.
scared now.
That. And then
I'm scared now. Oh,
there's some other things when women work out to a certain degree, it alters your body chemistry.
Oh, I've seen the ladies that and athletes though. That's not so much work. If you the menstrual cycle changes. Because I've heard world class athletes, women who talk about that, track and field, weightlifting, skiing, all of that stuff. And I think when you push your body to that level, there's going to be some give somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
So I don't.
Now, I did see that. What do you think about that? This campaign to turn off all social media associated with Meta from the 19th to the 26th. Did you hear about that? And if just to log out, they ain't telling you just to try to show, I don't know, what a week's worth of unconnecting would do to them, to show, I guess, your own power. I don't know. I just heard about it, that they're asking folks from the 19th to the 26th that anything association with Meta, because they own Instagram, they own Facebook, they own several other things, to unplug. I probably wouldn't have a problem with it because I'm not
to social media in general.
Yeah, because I'm not really on it like talking about it, but I think I might participate just because.
So to log out of it, not just
use it, not just not use it. Log out.
I guess
of everything that you are Meta influenced or Meta owned.
That's fine. I mean, I'm okay. Then what's the expectation?
I don't know. I think just like any other protest, it's just like don't buy. It's been shown that when the people stop buying the gasoline for 2 or 3 days.
But we got to be consistent because the thing is,
I agree with that. But first you got to start.
Yeah.
First you got to start. That's what I'm just trying to.
Got to get some people to be committed to it because oftentimes, in the spirit, it's a good idea, but the execution isn't always great.
Yeah, I mean that's I just saw it.
I mean, I'm down.
And I'm like, okay, well, I'm not on it enough to say no.
Yeah, I'm down. Sure, why not? Sure, why not? Who was talking about Venus de Milo? You remember Jim Carrey from In Living Color?
You're gonna listen to the porch, bro, on AM radio or on your computer
or
www.wbok.com.
included in that?
No, Meta doesn't own YouTube.
So then
you can watch it on YouTube.
Yeah.
But the thing is, any Meta.
So that's Instagram, Threads, Facebook, and what else? Any of if you bought the Meta devices.
List. I don't know where it was. Yeah, but we'll get you the complete list before
I'm
it's
down.
all over.
It's fine.
And I think it is. Well, we never talked about the fact that Meta has decided not to fact check anymore, and they're going to go with the community standard rule or something like that, which says that if enough people on the platform agree that a certain thing is true, I'm just not kidding. If you agree that it's true, then they're going to go with it. It'll stand. There's no fact checking. So the first thing that came to my mind, to be quite honest, is Mark Zuckerberg. If there's enough people on Instagram or Facebook or Meta or wherever they are that deny the Holocaust, that say the Holocaust never happened, does that then run unchecked? Does that then become a community standard for that community, that there is no Holocaust, that it was all a hoax? I'm just curious, how far does it go? What, if anything, would make the gatekeepers at Facebook or wherever they are say, no, that's wrong. No, that's going too far. If anything, and it's a question. It's not me saying It is a legitimate question for me. Is there a line? Is there a line when they would have to come out and say, you know what? No, that is going beyond the pale. That has been proven to not be true, and we don't care what the community says. We're not going for that. And I'm just wondering. I'm just asking.
There will always be a double standard. So if you're expecting fairness in this decision,
No, it's not going to be. It's not. I'm not Jewish. I'm not. You see, it's not me that I'm asking about. But my name's not Zuckerberg.
well,
His name's Zuckerberg, and my question.
if he decides that that's what the rules are, and then he changes the rules because he does not like the comments that are being made, then he opens himself up to,
That's my question. But
So
would he?
so I don't know.
And
Who knows?
And that's the part. Would he? And that's the whole idea that you got a guy whose name is Zuckerberg, who is making money and over fists. And I guess the question now is, what's enough? What's enough? What will your desire to continue making money overrule your desire to keep what your people has been a truth to your people since forever? Or will you just say, hey, man, the community say it never happened. So my new community standards say we can't check the facts. I don't know. I don't know if I'm not wishing him to be in that position, but I sure would like to see what would happen. Honestly, I sure would like to see what was happening, because that's gone beyond. That's the first thing that came to mind. How long will it be before Holocaust deniers on your platform get in the number enough to say that it never happened? And what would you do if that happened?
Who knows? We'll see. Yeah. I know that there are some colleges that have been talking about withdrawing Facebook from their platforms because of the lack of or the move to not fact check. So we'll see.
What?
Would you say, Hannah? No, I thought you were. Have you heard about that? About some colleges removing Facebook from their platforms or not using it? Yeah, I read something about that.
Why just Facebook? Because of the new policy?
Yeah. I'm going to have to look for
X
that
doesn't
article.
have a policy. X, they're following the same policy as X.
Right.
So, which means that we don't fact check anything if enough people in the community agree that a certain statement is true, then they're going to go with that statement being true, no matter what it is, no matter if there was any evidence to the contrary or anything else like that. They just nope. Enough people in the community agree with it, so that's what we're gonna say is true. And that's why I went straight to the Holocaust, man. And I was just wondering how you gonna.
So if we're not fact checking that, and that's gonna be it, then all right, we're going with it.
Yeah.
Be all right with what that results in, I guess.
That's what I went, dude. Wow.
Some people are just.
But that's a lot of money. I know you got plenty of money, Mark Zuckerberg.
He does.
But you are Zuckerberg, and I wonder what your people are saying. But then again, people don't care. It's Jewish, not Jewish, traditional, Muslim, Baptist. There's so many people, Protestant, just flipping the script and chasing them dollars.
Yeah.
And chasing the dollars. It don't even matter. God is so, he don't even come into the conversation so much anymore. It's like, what would God?
Who? What are you talking about?
I don't know that dude, man. Is he trending?
Not
Is he
trending.
trending?
Not trending.
That's the only way you're gonna get any props around here.
But everybody is, I guess, what is the word I want to say? They are tailoring what used to be standards. They're tailoring the laws for themselves. So not just to follow the laws, but tailoring, cherry picking what is to be and what is not. So, whatever.
It's the Front Porch, y'all. WBOK 1230 AM, what New Orleans is talking about.
All day long.
Don't go nowhere, y'all. Stick and stay. We're going to take this break, and we're going to see you on the other side of it. Back, y'all. It's the Front Porch, WBOK 1230 AM. What New Orleans is talking about.
All day long.
I'm your host, Braylon Bryan Banks.
And I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree. Good morning.
And that's intern Hannah threw that over here to us on the other side of the glass. And over there with Nyron, of course, overseeing her every move, making sure she gets it right, y'all. Thank you for sticking with us. We rolling through on this bad churn Wednesday, y'all.
Yes, we are.
All the time. What's going on in the world?
Lord.
Baby, New Orleans, Louisiana is in the news again.
Well.
Y'all know that.
Well.
You know they're trying to get the dude nominated for the defense secretary job.
And the verbal gymnastics.
Oh, yeah.
That took place yesterday during the confirmation hearings and the questions that were never answered.
They're going, but he's gonna get it.
Of course.
That's just
of course. And all these people. The
mama see wasn't no good.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
And for your mama,
when your mama give up on you,
because your mama gonna love you, and and she love her son, but she still say he ain't nothing.
I know, dude.
Ain't no good.
Dude, see, that's when it happens. You go. When mom turn it back on, you be down, baby. Mom turn it back on you.
She said he ain't nothing. He ain't nothing. But you know what? With all of the questions that went unanswered and all of these weird supporters of the Republican Party and of Trump, y'all are the loudest liars and loudest hypocrites ever. They went through asking him about what took place. Oh, would he resign if he was caught drinking on a job? Never ever answered that directly. I mean, verbal gymnastics. I mean, dodging direct answers, and then like to nail people to the cross for the most minute and things that are of no consequence. They asked him about the situation while one of the wives was pregnant, that while getting with the ex-wife. I mean, just no direct questions ever asked. And for those people who voted that way or threw their votes away or just did not support the wait for these clowns, and I'm going to call them that, these clowns to get in office. This is what y'all asked for. I'm enjoying the show. I'm definitely enjoying the show. And for all the white men who have referred to Black people as colored, the changes of the color in your faces, you run the gamut of the Crayola box. When you are angry, your face turns red. When you are scared, your face turns yellow. When you are sick, your face turns green. You are the Crayola boxes. Oh, when you're cold, you turn blue. You are indeed the Crayola boxes of humans, and the truth ain't in you, because every time you open your mouth, it is a lie, and I do mean a lie, a big one, or a dodge of the truth.
Yes, indeed.
Concepts, fringes of the truth. Period.
Ronnie Coleman, graduate and alumni of Grambling State, was an 8-time Mr. Olympia in bodybuilding. He played linebacker for the G-Men football school. 8 times. That's saying something. What is his name? Ronnie Coleman?
Is that
and this
the
other
guy?
lady was 90 years old.
I think he is having some issues, some physical issues, if that's who I am, who I'm envisioning, because I think I've heard that name before. I think he's having some he's having some issues physically.
Oh, that's him there.
Yeah, since he has
60 years old.
Stopped. Like, he had some battles with like being able to walk, and like he had a lot of issues as a result of that kind of bodybuilding. I don't remember if he had been participating in doping, but I do know at one point he was not able to walk for a while. But he's 60 years old, and he's from Monroe.
Yeah, played at Grambling,
Mm-hmm.
and he's back in the pool now. He's undergoing 13 surgeries, including double hip replacement. to relieve pain from damaged disc in his back.
Mm-hmm.
Now unable to walk unaided, the woman continues to train, but on a much lighter scale, and saying that doesn't regret the choices he made to be the best in the bodybuilding business. He's working hard to put one foot in front of the other.
Mm-hmm.
So they got him working out in the pool. But yeah, man, that is 8-time Mr. Olympia. I just pulled this picture of Ronnie Coleman. I see why, cousin. I see why.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. 8 times, man.
You can have it.
$1.5 million in prize money.
Mm.
Going on, bro. I never knew that.
Yeah, you can
Lee
have
Haney,
it.
whose name I knew. I remember that cat. Lee Haney, he was another dude, brother, that was famous. He had like 40-inch arms. Man, it's just insane. Just insanely big. But I hope he's doing good, man. And Mother Ernestine Shepherd, 90-year-old bodybuilder, uses weights to fight health benefits due to chronic disease.
So it does body, let's see, what is that? Weightlifting. It helps with women who, in general, like as you get older, especially if you have had children, it assists with adding density to your bones and allows you to avoid or delay battles with osteoporosis. So there is a benefit
All things in moderation.
to lifting, or not lifting, but like
Weight
doing
training.
some weight training or
Yeah.
some strength training. But
All
yeah,
things
no,
in
to
moderation.
to that extent.
But if you, I mean, if you are literally buying juice and shooting up so you can lift more, then that's not moderation.
Mhm.
That's not moderation.
And when you start adding things to your body to enhance what your body doesn't do, then again, that's an abuse to yourself. And if anything over time, you'll start to see those damages. So
That's what I'm saying. Steroids, human growth stuff. That stuff,
right?
Yeah, they put that.
HGC, and then what else were they using?
I know that last video I saw of Lyle Alzado. Boy, I'd throw steroid from here to Canal Street. Because I don't know if you know Lyle Alzado, but Lyle Alzado played for the Raiders and was a beast.
Okay.
A just dreaded when Alzado was on the field. People ain't want to touch him, and he was a proponent and user of steroids.
Oh, I remember him.
And he made a video toward the end of his life as a warning to people about steroid use. And when you remember Lyle Alzado from what he played, and when you see him in that last video, you like, no steroid, no good for me.
No, I remember him.
Yeah, Lyle Alzado, he's a bad boy. The Front Porch, y'all, WBOK 1230 AM, what New Orleans is talking about.
All day long.
Stick and stay. Y'all don't go nowhere. We're going to see you on the other side of the break.
From the campus of Xavier University. WBOK 1230 AM. Go. An Equity Media Station.
This news report is brought to you by New Schools for New Orleans.
I'm Bree Wood with 4 Things You Should Know with BIN News. The SEC is suing Elon Musk for allegedly failing to disclose his 2022 Twitter stake, allowing him to buy shares at artificially low prices. Musk's non-disclosure allegedly saved him at least $150 million. Pope Francis's new autobiography reveals that Pope Benedict handed him documents in 2013 exposing abuse, corruption, and other dark dealings within the church. This is the first autobiography by a sitting pope. Senator Tommy Tuberville criticized California's Democratic leaders, saying the state doesn't deserve federal wildfire recovery funds due to poor maintenance and infrastructure funding. And TikTok denies considering a sale to Elon Musk. Bloomberg reported Musk's X platform might take over TikTok's U.S. operations. This comes as TikTok faces a U.S. ban starting January 19th. I'm Bree Wood on the Black Information Network, your home for Black News First.
New Schools for New Orleans wants to send a special shout out to our partner, the All-State Sugar Bowl. During the holiday break, over 30 teachers had the opportunity to ride in the New Year's Eve parade, and boy, did they have a blast. In addition, we had over 60 teachers attend the All-State Sugar Bowl game. Out of the 60, 11 teachers received a $1,000 gift card to purchase needed supplies to enhance the learning experiences for their students. Thank you, All-State Sugar Bowl, for your commitment to NOLA's teachers.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Welcome back, y'all. It's the Front Porch, WBOK 1230 AM. What New Orleans is talking about.
All day long.
I'm your host, Graylin Bryant Bank.
And I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree. Good morning.
Brother Nyron's on the other side of the glass, bringing it to you right here. Y'all on this bad churn Wednesday. Thank you for sticking with us as we move right into this third and final hour of today's broadcast of the Front Porch, coming from the idyllic campus of Xavier University, from our studios right here at the foot of the overpass on South Norman C. Francis Parkway. www.wbok1230.com is the address. Stop on by if you so choose, or give us a call. Hit us up. 504-582-9422 is the number. Mark, see, that's why you ain't in the big and tall no more, huh, bro? Mark, see, I've been strength training since November and have lost 55 pounds.
Good
no
Lord.
cardio. Congratulations, my brother.
Congratulations.
That's why when we was talking about buffets, Mark said, nah, I ain't going back in the big room.
I guess not. After you've achieved that feat.
Yes, indeed. How long you been working out, bro? That's interesting. Josh said, I've been at it since 2022. Mark, and have lost some pounds too. You don't weigh yourself.
You don't weigh yourself.
Okay. All right. Yes, indeed, man.
Unless you
Since
are
November, he said. That's not-
medically necessary.
Dude, it's just January. Wow.
Unless you have, like you've been told, it's medically necessary for you to reduce your weight and monitor your weight reduction. Weighing yourself is, I don't recommend that you do it often.
Well, if give yourself a baseline if you're trying to get somewhere, but if you're just weighing yourself just to see how much you weigh,
you're gonna aggravate yourself.
But what's the point? Are you just checking to see if you don't weigh no more than you did the last time you weighed yourself, or if you gained weight or lost weight, or if you just want to know how much you weigh?
Yeah.
You can do that, but it is kind of self-defeating. If you're weighing yourself all the time, you're not going, and if you are losing weight that fast, you might want to get to the doctor.
Well, there's that.
Get yourself checked, because your weight's not supposed to come off that quickly. And a lot of times, if you're on a weight loss journey, that will serve to frustrate you.
1 to 2 pounds per week is what's suggested.
That's what you should.
That's healthy.
That's what you should get.
Yeah.
And anything more than that, you're doing too much, you're trying too hard, and it's going to come off too fast and probably come back double.
Yeah.
So, if that is your goal, I always say, well, you on a diet? No, I changed my diet. It's not a diet. That's where people fall into the problem. You want to do the Atkins, the Mediterranean, the keto, all the different things that people do to see an immediate.
So people who use keto have actual conditions that support them doing that. If you don't have those conditions, like if you're diabetic, keto would work for you. If you, I forgot the other condition that you have where you are going to limit the amount of carbohydrates. You have the need for that, but anything, if your body does not need that and you don't adjust your eating habits after you stop, you are definitely going to see a return of the weight.
Yeah.
And what you worked hard in adjusting your diet for that limited amount of time, if you don't make those long-term
It's a
adjustments,
lifestyle
it's
change.
gonna come right back.
You got to do stuff. You got to do stuff. Josh said, I let the compliments weigh me.
That's fair.
I ain't mad at you, cuz. And if that's working for you, there you go.
Mhm.
Now, Samariam said keto worked for you. There you go.
And how long did you use it? Because there's only a certain amount of time you're supposed to be on it, and you're not supposed to use it for a long period of time. Because again, if you don't have a condition that supports that, the things that your body needs, you're depriving your body of.
And that's, if you're doing it, if it worked for you, I think all things in moderation.
Mm-hmm.
Josh said, I changed my diet. All I eat is kale and protein with sweet potato.
Okay.
Okay. All right. You got to mix that up, though, huh, bro? You got to.
Have you heard of the military diet?
The what?
The military diet.
No, it's the military. Military, you eat in, they be going to mess hall. They got everything.
You can lose 10 pounds in 3 days. All right.
All right.
So on the military diet, you are to have
Run like shooting somebody shooting.
No.
Oh, all right.
You can have a half grapefruit day one, a half grapefruit, 1 slice of toast, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, and a cup of coffee or tea with caffeine. For lunch, you can have a half cup of tuna, 1 slice of toast, 1 cup of tea or coffee with caffeine. For dinner, 3 ounces of any type of meat, 1 cup of green beans, 1/2 banana, 1 small apple, 1 cup of ice cream. That's for the first day. The second day, 1 egg, 1 slice of toast, and 1/2 banana. That's for breakfast. For lunch, 1 cup of cottage cheese.
Sorry, you lost
1 hard-boiled egg and 5 saltine crackers. For dinner, 2 hot dogs without a bun, 1 cup of broccoli, 1/2 cup of carrots, 1/2 banana, and 1/2 cup of vanilla ice cream. Well, I mean, if you could get to the ice cream, because by that time I would have had me a Big Mac, and I don't even eat that. But yeah, like it's an extreme diet, but after 3 days you can lose 10 pounds if you stick to it. You can have all the water you want. And
well,
all
I
the
guess if you
0
got
calorie foods like celery and cucumbers and yeah.
If you just got a pressing need to lose a quick 10 pounds, why would you, though?
I ain't gonna be able to do it
in a week. What I'm just saying, if you got, I don't know, because some, you might have a big deal coming up and want to get into a suit.
You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming.
That's
so
why.
Just buy the extra fabric and put it on your body.
And that's why I don't understand. It's why would you need to do it in a week? I guess is what I'm asking. I mean, the weight loss itself is all good, the eating right and all that's good stuff. But what you need for the time, if you need to lose 10 pounds in a week, why? I mean, you need to make weight for a fight? I'm just think about it. Why? Because needing to lose 10 pounds is the difference. Why? And of course, if you say I need to do something, well, why you need to do that? Why you need to do that? So if you do, it's just weird. It's just strange. The time.
Right.
If you do that diet for a while, then will you continue? What if you do that for 3 weeks?
I don't know. I'm not an extremist.
You know somebody did that?
Yes.
You did? Did they lose their 10 pounds?
Yeah, but they gained it back once they started eating food.
What? That's
and maybe they didn't lose 10. Maybe they lost like 7 pounds, and that's a lot of weight in days. In
7
days,
pounds
that's
in 10 days.
not in 10 days, in like 3.
In like 3 days, you lost that weight, and I guess were you able to do what it was you were trying to lose the weight for? I guess that's my question. Because again, you got to have a reason if all you've got is a time. If I got to lose 10 pounds in a week, there got to be a reason, right? You can't just be, I want to lose 10 pounds in a week because it's Tuesday.
And what was that? The lemonade diet. They've had so many different diet types. And as I'm thinking about that particular military diet with caffeine, that is like the same thing with people taking diet pills, amphetamines. the caffeine helps to cut your appetite. So every time you drink a tea or a coffee with caffeine, that helps to cut your appetite, and you're depriving yourself of refined sugars. So the idea is chemically that your body's gonna start
Burning fat.
yeah.
Burning the fat stores that it
Mm-hmm.
has. Probably there may be some signs, but again, my thing is why you need to do it.
I ain't gonna be able to do it. And
you
they
can
lost
do
you at
it.
the cottage cheese.
Well, yeah, I'd have to find a cottage cheese substitute. That's one of the things that I have tried. That is both texturally and taste just not. Why are you eating that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. No.
Yeah, no, I'm not disciplined enough, nor do I want to be disciplined enough to follow a diet like that. However, I know, I think, what was I think after I had Imari, I found this thing called the 3-hour diet, where you eat every 3 hours, but you have protein with every meal that you have. And so you end up eating like 6 to 8 meals a day, but that keeps your body constantly knowing that you're going to fuel it. So it's got to burn what
It's
you
burning all
put
day.
in. And, how your body needs certain foods layered, your protein, your carbs, your vegetable or fruit,
And
and
dessert.
or, well, however you want to formulate that. But if you continue to eat every 3 hours with a layered plate, it's easier for you to lose weight. And then
Yeah,
if you
well-
make a habit of that, then you don't have to worry about losing weight. You'll be able to maintain it.
Because you're burning all day. You're fueling your body. That's why the nutritionists, people doing that, you got to eat at certain times. They'll bring you, and it's not a whole lot, but when they're working with you, athletes have said, "Oh, you got to be boxers. Time to eat. Got to eat at particular time," because that's how they're doing it to keep your body fueled. So you'll be at peak and all this, and you burn it. I'm not going through it.
But I mean, when I was in the classroom, it was easy for me to follow a schedule like that, because I could eat my snacks, and when it was time for me to eat my lunch, I had already, even if I ate something on the go, I knew what to get so that it wouldn't throw, things
everything
out of
away.
whack. Yeah. So, if you find that you're fueling your body with what it needs, your body will do what it's supposed to do. It's the fact that if you're eating and doing absolutely nothing, or
That's what your body gonna do.
or you're not eating enough, your body won't burn, because it goes into starvation mode, and it has to conserve, because it says that you're not going to feed me, so I need to hold on to what you gave me.
Now, I say, man, I eat everything. One full-course meal at 6 p.m., drink water all day long, one protein drink to break that 12-hour fast. If you're hungry, drink a glass of water. Mine over everything. Now, that's me. I drink water all day long, that's when I leave my cup. But I fill up my Yeti 3 times a day. And it's a 32 ounce.
Because
30 ounce
oftentimes
Yeti.
signs of hunger,
Thirst.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
is
thirst.
dehydration.
You just drink you some water, and now if you hungry, you gonna know when you hit that.
Right. But most people, eating is a social thing.
Oh yeah.
And for some people, eating is an emotional support. So recognizing what you're leaning toward and why will also assist you in gaining and or losing weight.
Mark say he going on the celery diet. Oh
boy.
boy.
Oh boy.
Keep us posted, my friend. And don't let that mess up what you've been doing since November, because it sounds like you're well on your way.
Yeah, don't reverse that.
Yeah, don't let that celery get you in no trouble, man.
And a lot of people don't eat the rainbow of fruits and vegetables, and to get all the vitamins and things that you need, it's in your foods. But the more processed it is, the less
it's white.
Yeah, the
more
more
white
processed
you have
it
on
is,
your plate,
the less
the
you
less
have
it is.
access to.
The more white you have on your plate, white rice, white sugar, all that kind of stuff. If you ain't got no color,
And if you
no
can
green,
eat
no orange,
something,
no red,
eat some raw, like raw vegetables, because
That's always good.
It helps with more than just your digestion or your weight management. It has other benefits as well. But yeah,
been
I
on
don't
the
know.
benefits of juicing.
Mm.
Get your veggies and drink
Jack
'em.
LaLanne. I have
Get
a
your veggies.
juicer.
You have a juicer?
I
A
do.
Jack LaLanne juicer?
My daddy bought it.
That's an old
My
juicer.
dad bought us a pressure cooker, which I love for sugar, and he bought us a juicer. My dad was very gadget friendly for things that were health related. So shout out to Toby White for that.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. 'Cause
Yes,
I'm a
Lord.
big fan of juice, and I like this. The whole smooth.
I want to chew my food.
I don't mind not.
I want to chew my food.
I
I
don't
will
mind not
drink a
chewing it.
smoothie, but I want to chew my food.
That's not food.
Yeah, I want to
That
chew.
food
I
is not
don't. I
food.
don't want to.
I can do
drink,
that.
Drink things through a straw.
Oh yeah, I can do
all the time.
First day, yeah, I did that for 1 month. I was doing a smoothie a day,
Mhm.
usually in the morning,
Mhm.
and it helped, man, because I was going to the popular smoothie place,
Mhm.
and they do the replacement meal,
Mhm.
which I like. They put because they got the kale, the spinach, it's got ginger, and they put the powder, and I said okay. And what I found, it kept me satiated.
Yeah,
I
you weren't
was
hungry.
Not even. So by the time I go to eat one meal, that was usually what I was doing. I'd eat one meal in the afternoon and then maybe a snack at night, turkey sandwich or something like that at night, and that'd be it. But not eating that big plate of food in the evening, too close to bedtime, that helped too. So many things you could do, man. But it's not diet. It's not a diet.
No.
It's diet. It's diet. How
It's
you
your
eat is
daily
your diet.
Your daily way or means of feeding yourself.
Yes, indeed. Wally say I make my own garlic powder, onion powder, and lemon pepper.
Do you go camping, Wally? Because the only people I know who own dehydrators are the people who go camping and they have to have their foods dehydrated. I only know in my life, I think I've only met 2 people who did that. That's you're the third now who I know who owns a dehydrator and makes things like beef jerky and
Oh yeah.
meals like that.
And see that's good because you dehydrate onions and your onion powder is onion. It's not Rabicol Baslibo or riboflavin number 6 or red dye number 4. It's just yours. And anything that allows you to
have access to something that is
That is
close to real
close to
food
real.
or
I'm with
is
it.
real.
That's
yeah.
what I know people who have. I know several people who got them, and that's what they use. They use them for their own spice mix, for their own vegetables and stuff like that. Their kids, dried fruit and stuff like that instead of candy. I mean, it's got a purpose. It certainly does. And at least I cook a lot, so I like to do everything from scratch. Yeah, and that way man.
You know where it came from.
Right. Less chemicals, less
Additives and preservatives and all
of that kind
stuff.
of stuff, man. I always go back to that lady found that Happy Meal, Big Mac meal in the bottom of the desk drawer, and along
it was
with the
preserved.
receipt, like 6 years old, 7 years old, and it looked literally just like it did when it was bought, just like it did the bread, the fries. The only thing they didn't have in there was a drink. And the funny part about it, the receipt was in the bag, so they knew exactly
the date
when
it
they
was
put
purchased. Yeah,
that was scary.
That is very scary
because it did not look. It looked like it looked edible. I wouldn't have eaten it, but there was no mold. You would think if you left a hamburger, come on now, work with me, somebody. If you left a hamburger with cheese in a drawer wrapped up and there was any semblance of real anything in there, it would mold.
Yes.
It would mold, it would break down, it would smell, it would do something. This thing looked just as fresh, like it had just come off the little heated thing or under the lamp.
Well, we already know that cheese isn't real. That slice is not cheese. It
No.
is cheese-like.
It is petroleum. It's the Front Porch, y'all. WBOK 1230 AM. What New Orleans is talking about.
All day long.
Don't go nowhere, y'all. Stick and stay. It's Bad Cheering Wednesday. We're going to see y'all on the other side of the break. Welcome back, y'all. It's the Front Porch, WBOK 1230 AM. What New Orleans is talking about.
All day long.
I'm your host, Graylin Brian Banks.
And I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree. Good morning.
The Jared on the other side of the glass, bringing it to you right there, y'all. Along with Brother Nyron, right here with you. Bad Churn Wednesday, 504-582-9422. Bad Churn Wednesday. What's up, Elwin?
What's up, Braylon? Good morning, Kim.
Good morning, Elwin.
And if you could find Braylon mine, just let me know, because I've been looking for it for years.
Oh, I didn't know you were in search of it. I thought you liked it as was.
I ain't know either. Why you was looking for my mind, cuz?
Because, see, we got to put some improvement in there.
But why you was looking for it, though? That's what you was looking for to approve it?
Yeah, to improve it. I see there's no improvement.
All right. Well, what have you done thus far?
Like I said, I see there's no improvement.
I said, but what have you done thus far to improve it? If you see there's no improvement, that indicates that you've tried something to improve it. What have you tried thus far?
Well, try talking to you now.
Oh, yeah. In other words, not much.
Not much.
All right.
There you go.
We good.
All right.
We good. How you doing this morning, man?
I'm doing all right. I just was checking out the news where they say that guy who did the murdering. You know, what I don't get is this. He went past the police, right?
Uh-huh.
My thing is, the police should have been. The police should have known something was wrong if he went past him.
They did. They knew it as soon as he went past.
Well, they should have. What, stopped him?
Yeah. Well, they did
Or
stop
did
him
something.
afterward.
Or did something to try to keep these people from getting hurt and getting killed.
But how? What would be the preemptive behavior that you would expect them to do to prevent?
Well, for
because most
one,
people
he
who
was
commit crimes
violation of-
don't give you a whole lot of lead in.
No, but for one thing, he went past the police and he went down the street that he shouldn't have went down. That should have gave the police a red flag right there.
But the videos that have been shown is that when the police saw him, there were several police officers that took off on foot. So I'm asking, like, what else could they have done?
Well, let's say it this way. Me personally, if I know Nita went past me and I'd have went and caught up with him, I'd ask him, why you went past the police officer?
Well, they didn't ask him nothing, they kill him.
Huh?
They didn't ask him nothing, they kill him.
Well, I know, my point is they should have killed him before he killed them 14 people.
Yeah, well.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but they didn't know he was going to do nothing until he killed the 14 people.
Yeah, but the thing is, we wait till something happens.
Yeah, but how you going to
predict
if you don't
what
know he's
they're
going to do
doing?
No. I'm speaking ahead of y'all now.
All right.
Look, we wait till something happens, and then we want to make the corrections. Why can't we make the corrections before it happens, and that way nothing won't happen?
Because you didn't know it was going to happen.
But that's what I'm saying, Elwin. How could they have prevented him from doing what he did? Because they did react. Because this is the thing, right? Let's say that he had a medical episode and they just started firing just because they saw him go beyond the barricade. That would have been an issue in an era. An issue of liability. They couldn't just go to him and look. What was that movie where they started looking at people and determining who was going to commit crimes? Before Minority Report.
Okay.
You can't do that. because just because you're looking at certain behaviors or just that somebody had done that. Remember that lady who killed that man who was having a medical emergency, and because he either cut her off or like he had to stop his car and it inconvenienced her and she killed him. She ended up having to go to jail for murder because he didn't go in front of her just because he was trying to be a smart aleck. He was having a medical emergency, so they can't. How else or what do you expect that they would do to predict?
That's a hard. That's a hard thing to decide there. I mean, that's a hard one there. You brought it up to me right, Kim. How could you stop something that you didn't know was going to happen, right? But I don't know. Can they sue his family?
Who family?
His family.
And sue him for what? That they didn't know he was crazy either?
No.
What you gonna sue
What I
him
mean
for,
is, can they get compensation?
Right,
What would be the liability of the family, though?
Right, that you didn't know your son was crazy? How am, if that's my son, how am I responsible?
Well, I mean, no, you're not responsible, but I'm saying this I mean, it's like you knew like something had happened, and you take him to court and you win in a civil lawsuit.
But
what would be the responsibility of his family?
Right,
He committed the
family,
crimes.
right?
They didn't supply him with the weapons. He had, by reports, he had isolated himself from his family. So, what responsibility would that be on the family, other than the fact that they're related to him? What would be their why would they be held responsible?
Well, I mean, look, let me say it this way. I'm glad he's gone, and I'm glad he didn't do no more damage. But the point is, I don't know how this could have been prevented.
Very, very terrorist attacks are like that, man. It's very difficult to prevent it. It's always, you're looking for a reason of how you can stop. And there is no reasoning in the rational act. There's nothing, unless you talk to the person who committed that act, there's no way that you can sit there and say, well, I understand why he did it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why he did it.
You can't get inside his mind.
And
right?
he
You
might
can't
have
get
not
inside his mind.
understand why he did it. I don't know. But I'm so sorry it happened. And you never get any answers. It's just like the dude in Vegas shot the people and they killed him when they went in the room. Nightclub, when they kill up the shooters, you don't never get
You don't get an answer.
Yeah, you know.
Right. But my thing is, okay, here's my thing here. I just thought about it. I wouldn't have killed him. I would have shot him, brought him to the hospital. Well, let him go to the hospital and find out what was the reason behind that.
So you want the police department to be predictive on crime, and you want them to be sharpshooters as well.
So
Elwin,
that's
a lie.
No. This is what I. Okay.
What if he told you and you say you get him to the hospital and he ain't dead? He say, bro, why you did that? And he say, because it was Wednesday. He say he don't like Wednesday. He did it because it was Wednesday. What you think about that?
Well, I don't know how to go with this one because, I mean, personally, I think the man should have been locked up myself before he did this, but that's another story.
But he hadn't committed a crime prior to that.
Yeah, he hadn't committed no crime, right? He had committed no crime,
Yeah, so
right?
how you going to lock him up?
Yeah, well, you got a point there.
I know, but I get what you say. It's frustrating. You want somebody to be responsible. The dude's dead. He don't have no responsibility. Now all the victims and their families are left because their lives will be changed forever. And there's no there's no explaining it. I know people look for a real explanation but people crazy, man. And sometimes stuff happens.
And it is unfortunate and it is frustrating, but again, there's no predictions or predictive things to say this person is going to do that.
Right. You can't prevent it if you don't know if it's going to happen. Right. Well, I mean, I don't know.
It's
Who
all
you
right,
like
baby.
this weekend? Who you like this weekend, Braylon? I got Philadelphia.
Who you got, Philly? Who they playing?
I think they're playing the Rams. I think they're playing the Rams.
If you got Philly, I'm going to take the other team.
And then they
Who else you got?
I think they're playing the Rams or they're playing Detroit. Now, if they're playing Detroit, I got to take Detroit.
No, mister. Oh, no. You
You gotta
just
pick
say
a
you
team.
got Philly. And I say I got who they playing. So if they playing Detroit, I got Detroit. You pick your team already.
You're right.
I
You're
know.
right. But I don't think they're playing Detroit. I think they're playing the Rams. Or they're playing the Commanders.
Either way.
Now, the Commanders, that's my mother's team because she lives up there in Virginia. So I gonna kind of question myself about that one. May have to go along with Mom on that one.
All right. Well, whoever you got, put
got
me
the
on the
other
other
one.
side, all right? Go
Yes,
ahead, boy.
really.
All right, Elwin.
Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll talk at you tomorrow, all right?
Bye, Kim.
Bye, Elwin. My goodness. Yeah, like it is unfortunate for people to lose their lives and to lose family members, but if we start convicting people of things before they actually commit a crime, we are opening a floodgates for
we don't have that technology.
a whole lot. Even
Dirty
at the
thoughts.
end of Minority Report, it was found that it wasn't useful because the people hadn't committed a crime. So how are you going to hold them accountable and lock them up because you think they're going to do it? That's not a
Thinking
reasonable.
about something is not doing it.
Yeah.
Thinking about something is not doing it. And so you just, we don't have that technology, and I'm pretty certain I wouldn't want to live in a society that did.
Right. Because even if you thought until it happened.
The thought police?
Yeah, until it happened.
You want my thoughts now too?
My goodness. Yeah, until it happened, it's not a something to be held accountable for. And it is unfortunate. It is
It's a
devastating.
tragedy.
It is
It is
all
a
of those
tragedy.
things. But until he committed a crime, there's nothing to.
Yeah.
Now, had he said that he was going to do it and nobody looked at
him,
that would be another situation of responsibility where many people would be involved, like Uvalde, like was it Dylan and Kyle Rittenhouse and all of those different people that said that they were going to do it and then followed up with that. Then they let you know it was coming. So therefore, the people who didn't act on what it was, bear some responsibility there. But I mean, if they're not letting you know what they're doing,
yeah. I mean, that
You
dude
can't
driving
just
down Canal
determine.
Street, the next thing you know, the next 5 seconds, he'd have made it right and killed people. It's not to diminish it, but I mean, that's not a lot. If the barrier's up, if my grandmother was different, if my auntie had a different set of plumbing, she'd be my uncle. If it didn't, we don't have that luxury of either a time machine or 20/20 hindsight. Now, of course, the piling on and pointing fingers begin, just like here, just like in Los Angeles, just like if you got the head on, just like in America. If you the president, you get the charge. Unless you the coming in president, you don't get no charge at all.
Lord.
But
no, you get the charge, you just don't get any consequences.
and if you don't get no consequence, ain't no charge. You can call me what you want, but if I ain't had to pay a fine, oh baby, I'm good to go. I'm good to go. What I am, yep, they call me Mr. President Felon.
Well,
that's what you call me because I ain't lost nothing. But yeah, man, the tragedy is not lessened by any means, but we don't have the capability to be prescient and see what's happening in the next few minutes or in the future, anything like that. And these types of tragedies will happen just like the Boston Massacre.
World Trade Center,
all
9/11.
things.
Who knew that was coming?
Well, we won't talk about that.
Well, I mean,
I'm
saying, like,
there are those.
Who may have been, but
this
did they?
one was.
Did they?
Well, new
questionable
and orchestrated is, But anyway, this dude's lone wolf or whoever, and the funny part about it, even though they kept saying that he was an ISIS sympathizer, follower,
Whatever.
acolyte, or whatever. Nothing from ISIS.
Because
From
they
the
normally
ISIS.
like to like put a tag
they
or
would-
claim their
oh,
works.
Absolutely, they'll claim
They
their
like
work.
to claim that. Most people who intend to do things often like to say, "Yeah,
I did it.
this is of
I want you to know I
an
did it.
act that we were involved in," and they have not had any claim to that.
None.
Yeah.
I want you to know I did it.
Mhm.
That's how they do. But who is that guy? Oh yeah, the sniper in D.C. Now that was what we. I'm going to say that the other day. Something we were talking about in this an underlying reason why somebody. Anyway,
Okay.
that guy.
Mm-hmm.
His whole D.C. terrorizing campaign was not political. It was not a knock on America or the unfairness of the system or racism or nothing like that. He was plotting to kill his ex-wife.
And took out all those people.
Because his idea, and I'm sure you, boy, you're talking about twisted. His idea was to start this sniper, kill a couple of innocent people.
To throw off what his overall
Then
goal was.
I go kill my wife.
And she's just a victim
And
of
she's a victim of the sniper.
No,
bruh.
that's wild.
Bruh. Now you talking about somebody that has gone way over the edge. You don't want to go to jail. You want your ex or whatever the lady was to you. Ex, former, current, whatever.
To no longer be alive.
You want to unalive her.
Mm-hmm.
You want to unalive her, but you also want to unalive her and not be held responsible for unaliving her. So
I'm gonna take these other people.
I'm gonna kill these other people who ain't got nothing to do with nothing
They
in
just-
my life.
Casualties of
Just
you wanting to get
Of
rid of
you
your
wanting
ex.
to get rid of your wife, and he never got to because he got
Mhm,
popped
mhm.
before he could do. And he had the station wagon. Remember the station wagon that was a sniper nest? The little thing come down in the back. He lay down and shoot out. It was crazy, man. But it was all because he wanted to kill his wife, ex-wife, whatever the lady was in his life.
Mm-hmm.
That's going, dude. You cuckoo. You this and I think he was-
Criminally insane.
well, yeah.
Criminally.
But that what I think is a part. See, that was the.
But he was a vet too, wasn't he?
He was a vet. Yeah. He was definitely a vet. But I think that was the part of his plot that was the parachute, the criminal insane.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? If I'm
Mhm.
just randomly killing people, I must be crazy. So don't send me to
No,
penitentiary.
sir.
Send me to the. You
you-
terrorize DC. They're gonna kill you.
No, but in addition to that, you had a plan of why you were doing what you were doing.
Yeah. Now at the time,
it
you
wasn't
had the
random.
whole-
It wasn't a spaz
No.
moment. No, you planned this out. It
They
was
found
deliberate.
that out later after he got caught. That was the whole thrust. He wanted to kill his wife, and the whole idea of killing them other people was so that he wouldn't get caught. Now you tell me how callous, how cold-blooded. Do that because I remember when the dude was pumping his gas. Pumping his gas. Thinking about his life, probably on his way home. You knocked his whole heart out. Knocked his chest. Everybody in the police start ducking. The car just pull off down the street. Man dead. Then what did he kill? Three
I
or
don't
four?
remember.
Let me see.
I mean, I remember the story, but I don't remember the details about it. But yeah, with regard to people committing these crimes, first of all, I guess
17 people.
in our thoughts
17
or in our
people.
process of thoughts and in our usual ways of life, that's not something that we would consider that people would do. Not saying that it was impossible. It's just not something that we consider that people would do. He had his son with him, right?
Well, they never knew what that relationship was. He called that boy his son, Lee Boyd Malvo, but they didn't know what they did. It was like they didn't know what the relationship was. He called him his son. They were not kin, but yeah. That was really, really, really 17 people and wounded 10 others over 10 months. Muhammad
that
and the
he
male
did
were
it
found
that
sleeping in the car.
long?
That he did it that long. That they did it that long.
No. No.
And he got Malvo got 6 life sentences. What did they do? Did they kill the other guy? John Allen Muhammad? What happened? I'm trying to remember if they killed him. I'm trying to find out. But they did find the car. They caught them at the rest stop. Trying to see right now. They're doing the crime similar. Meanwhile, Chevy Caprice, that's what they caught the cars. Rolling Sniper's Nest, which was what the car was.
He got the death penalty. Thank you.
He got dead.
Yes.
Did they carry it out? Is he dead?
I'm getting an incoming right now.
Okay, that's what I'm just trying to find out. Did they? I don't remember them knocking him off.
So
both of them were arrested.
Uh-huh.
I know that on October 24th. Muhammad received the death penalty was executed on November 10, 2009.
Yeah,
there you go.
he's
Last
gone.
sentence. He's gone.
Yeah.
He's gone. Malvo, who was the 17-year-old, got buku life sentences and is still alive. It's the Front Porch, y'all. WBOK 1230 a.m. What New Orleans is talking about.
All day long.
Don't go nowhere. We're going to see you on the other side of the break. Welcome back, y'all. It's the Front Porch, WBOK 1230 AM. What New Orleans is talking about.
All day long.
I'm your host, Graylin Bryant Banks.
And I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree. Hey, y'all.
Brother Jared, Brother Nyron on the other side of the glass. By the way, we spoke to the docs in passing. Both of them are very busy today. We did not get a chance to get them on the show, but we will endeavor to get them in here at some point before the week's end, just to make sure that you do not get out of the week without getting an update of some sort from our erstwhile doctors who we love to hear from every week.
Right.
They just ain't going to be here today.
So, did you know that the TikTok ban is approaching and they're doing everything they can to keep it from being, I guess, discontinued in the U.S.? Were you aware of it?
Yeah, because they say it's the Chinese plot.
Blah,
basically.
blah, blah. Yeah. Well, TikTok has gotten real wild in the last, I guess in the last week and a half or so. People have been saying anything on it because they're like, well, if you're going to ban it, then I'm going to just go ahead and say what I want to. Because if you ban my account or shut my account down or put restrictions on my account, it's going away anyway. And I stumbled across this lady who was reading stories that are printed for children, but the stories are not for children, or they could be. It all depends on the message you're trying to get across. But
all right,
I found one of them, and we're getting Nyron to cue it up to play, so that the people on Facebook and YouTube could actually see that these are actual books, and that they're written for children, but they are absolutely not for children.
Here we go.
So, Nyron, you got it queued up?
Yes.
I forgot the name of this particular story, but there are a slew of them. And when I say TikTok is a wild place right now, when I say they're saying some of anything, this one was the one that got me.
All right.
I was crying real tears laughing. All right. I think we're ready to go. We see our engineers hard at work looking from screen to screen.
Mom and Dad Swinger Party. Mom and Dad Swinger Party by Brad Goss. My parents are swingers, just like me. And tonight they're planning a swinger party. Mom went online to find some new friends. They do it like this every weekend. It starts with a contract and a bowl full of keys. Everyone looking for unicorns. Yes, please. They watch a few movies. Give balloons to the boys. Everyone sleeps over and makes a lot of noise. Jesus. That is why every night I pray to have a swinger party for my birthday. Mom and Dad Swinger Party.
There you go. So, it's illustrated and it's written, again, story not for kids, but for kids. There you go.
There you go.
Mom and Dad Swinger Parties. And on the front cover of the book, there are children on swings. So, yeah. But what you may have imagined if you're listening on the air, it's not what you would have seen if you were actually reading the book.
Yeah, there you go. Now you know about swingers parties
Oh,
if you
my
have to talk
goodness.
about that with your child.
Nikki Edwards said it's the balloons for me because the balloons are not actual balloons,
Well,
but they
could be used
as balloons.
Yes, they could be. Very much.
There are many, many more of those, and I'm telling you, I was in tears laughing. The content creator's name is Lindsay. She's actually on YouTube as well, and yeah, the titles of some of these stories are they're something, but they're actually books. So if you're interested, go ahead, check that out. Have yourself a laugh, because yeah, being that it is Bad Children Wednesday, this is something for children, but not for children. Go ahead and check that out.
Check it out for yourself. There you go.
Josh said, "Is this a book about Diddy and his mama get-togethers?" You disgusting, sir.
I don't know. I ain't gonna blame Diddy mama,
I
man.
know.
You see that? Yo,
No.
if Diddy did what he did because he was grown, and man, mama had nothing to do with that, bro. Be
Who
nice.
is who this?
Be nice.
Who is
what?
this? Lean over this way.
Whoa.
Who that lady is?
Go Zoe, man. Good Zoe.
My goodness.
Yo,
gracious.
cutified, more so than usual. What you got your date back? What's that?
What is going on? New hair, new makeup. Who this?
Yeah, you cute as the fuck. Got the little neck doing the thing. You know what I look at and say?
What's that?
Cute.
Yes, in her own words.
Yes,
in her
indeed.
own
And
words.
see, niggas say at least they're safe. That's what I'm
Listen.
talking about, man. Do what you grown people doing. If that's what you're doing, you're swinging and thinking and throwing your keys in the bowl, and okay, that's your thing.
My goodness gracious.
Baby, if you like it, I love it. Just keep it over there from by me.
I
That's all.
was in I was like, are you serious? Because the titles versus the messaging,
Yeah.
not the same.
Yeah.
But when you get into hearing and reading, it's like, oh my God, are y'all serious here? But yes, I'm here for it because I think, of course, inappropriate things are funny.
There you go.
There we go.
You can go and get your children some real books about real adult situations. Would you swim in that pool? Right there.
I would get in it. I don't know that I would stay in it long. I'd probably get in it, step down, walk across, and say, "Okay, I've done it."
Yes, indeed.
I have more sense at this point in my life. It's beautiful though.
Oh, it is beautiful. Part of
definitely an Instagram picture worthy, but that's about it.
6-bedroom, 35,000 square foot ultra penthouse with a pool that connects 2 towers in the middle. So you would swim 41 feet at about 590 feet in the air across to the other side of the penthouse. Or you could just walk.
Yeah, I would walk across and
Yeah.
Hey,
But I take a
I did
picture in the
it,
pool.
and I'm out.
Thank y'all for giving us 3 hours out of your lives that you'll never get back, and we certainly hope we've given you a little bit of something in return for the investment of your time. I'm your host, Graylin Bryant Banks.
And I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree. Take care of yourselves and each other.
Y'all practice random acts of kindness. Do something nice for somebody just because it's a nice thing to do. Take care of yourselves and each other, and we going to see y'all on the flip.